All right, guys, so we're on the third page now. I included this one because I wanted to show you an example where I did have undefined values. So I am going to follow the same exact set of directions. To find the absolute extrema, I need the critical numbers first. So I'll generate my derivative. The derivative of this function, just using power rule, would be 2 minus 2/3 times 3 is just 2, but it would be x to the negative 1/3. And so I have this as my derivative. I want to know where that derivative is equal to 0 or where it's undefined. Or where f prime is undefined. Undefined is probably a little bit quicker and easier to see because if we consider our derivative, especially written as a fraction, where is that value, where's that function going to be undefined? Well, I can't divide by 0. So x equals 0 is a critical number. This one's going to require me to do a little bit of work. Let's solve our equation. 2 equals, we'll just add that term to the other side to make it positive. Cross multiply, 2x to the 1/3 equals 2. Divide out your 2. And then what value, what's the cube root of what number is 1? Maybe you just know it in your head. Or maybe you can use properties of exponents. If I cube both sides, I would get x to the first, and 1 cubed is just 1. So again, I have two critical numbers. X equals 1 followed from setting my derivative equal to 0, and x equals 0 followed from noticing where my derivative was undefined. What am I going to do then? So step 2, I want to test those values in my function. So if I go back to the initial function, right, 2 times 0 is 0, and 3 times 0 to the 2/3, still 0. Right? If I plug in 1, I'll get 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. And then don't forget, it's a really common mistake for kids to forget to test the endpoints on the absolute extrema. And so I'm going to go ahead and plug those in. If you do that, you'll get what? Negative 2 minus 3 times negative 1 to the 2/3. If you square the negative 1, you'll get a positive 1. The cubed root of 1 is 1. So minus 2 minus 3 makes minus 5. And if I plug in 3, I'll get 6 minus 3 times 3 to the 2/3. And this one's not so friendly. You probably need a calculator just to type in and see what it was. You'll get negative 0.24 for your answer.